Well, kia ora and welcome to Kiwitea Street for Week 11 action in the New Zealand Football's Northern League for 2022. This is the All-Auckland battle between Auckland City and Auckland United. Auckland City occupy top spot in what's been an unbeaten first 10 rounds for them, 9 wins and 1 draw. And Auckland United currently in 4th place after 6 wins, 2 draws and 2 losses. As you can see, conditions are pretty much perfect for today's clash here in central Auckland. We've got temperatures around 18 degrees, although they'll cool off as we get towards the end of the game. But beautiful skies above, very little wind. It's frankly an ideal autumnal day for football. As we check out the two teams now, here's Auckland City side. 4 of these players have played full internationals for New Zealand. Adam Mitchell, Captain Cam Howison, Sam Brotherton and Ryan de Vries, who's back in New Zealand after 4 years overseas in Japan and Ireland. Plenty of other talent elsewhere as well, including Angus Kilcolly, who scored 9 goals in 10 games. And the coach himself was a wonderful player for Auckland City in his day, and that's Albert Riera.
Your season has been terrific so far. What do you put that down to?
Yeah, well, we actually been training very well. It's not secret that we have a very good, squad and a great depth really. And when we're preparing for this season, we knew it was going to be very important, And it's just been the beginning really, and hopefully we can carry on with the good results.
Awesome. And what do you think the biggest challenge for your team is today?
Well, Auckland United, they a very good team. We know it. We've watched videos. We know the players, and they know what they're doing in every facet of the game, and they're very well organised, very well disciplined. They have very good players up front, so we know it's going to be a very hard battle, and it's going to be a very interesting game.
Awesome, all the best.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yes, Albert Riera in his first year as the coach of Auckland City, 142 games, career finishing in 2021. Auckland United's team is close to full strength. Experienced defensive players in their team like Captain Ross Haviland, Regi Marati, Tiarafai Hudson-Wihongi, who's another to have played full internationals for New Zealand, and Michael Den Haya as well, who's back from the Netherlands. 2 strikers have been in good form as well. Keep your eye on Josh Redfern and Nicolas Zambrano, who have 14 goals between them so far this season. Now, head coach Jose Figueira is away today, so taking the reins is Joe Dawkins.
What's your take on the campaign so far?
Yeah, it's been a tough campaign. I think our club, like everyone, has been affected by COVID and illness, but we're finally starting to see some consistency in the squad and some confidence grow. So, yeah, we had a very good performance last week, and we look forward to building on that today.
Awesome, man. You're up against a strong opponent today. What will it take to come away with a win?
Yeah, definitely. Auckland City's in top form, but these are the days that we thrive as players and coaches, so we're excited for today. We've got a very young front three of academy graduates, and I'm really looking at them to take the game to Auckland City today. So a lot of energy and really making the most of the opportunity.
Awesome. All the best.
Cheers, mate. Thanks.
See if that's okay.
Yes. Joe Dawkins there for Auckland United. Yes, they come into this game having won their last 2 games, beating North Shore 4-2 and Bay Olympic 4-1. As touched on, currently sitting in 4th position at the moment. Just ahead of them is Birkenhead and Melville, who are 3rd and 2nd respectively. Auckland City's gap over the rest is 7 points, and they have been in superb form of late. They've been banging in goals left, right and centre. The last 6 weeks alone, there's 11, 14, 17, 21, 25 goals in the last 6 weeks. So that's more than 4 a game that they have been averaging. And they come into this game with a good win over Eastern Suburbs last week by 4-1. So this Auckland City team looks on paper as powerful as ever. They are scoring goals like they are as powerful as ever. Of course, everything's been restructured for not only this year but last year from New Zealand football. So all of these players hugely experienced, or most of them anyway for Auckland City, hugely experienced in the New Zealand Premiership. And as I touched on in my introduction, 4 of them have played for New Zealand. And Cam Howison, who leads out the Auckland City team today, well, he played for New Zealand as recently as March this year in those World Cup qualifiers played in the Middle East. And that ended a 4-year absence from international football for Cam Howison, number 7. who at the age of 27, hugely experienced player now. And it's certainly going to be a one to keep your eye on here today. And for Auckland United, well, there's a couple of former Auckland City players in their team. Te Arawhai Hudson Wihongi, Michael Den Haya, Harsha Raniga as well. 3 in there. And Nicholas Zambrano as well, a former Auckland City youth player and Central United player as well, as the two teams just go through the final introductions of, or final preparations. So Auckland City on top with 10 games played, 9 wins, 1 draw. The only points they've dropped so far this year was back in round 3 when they drew with Hamilton Wanderers 1-1 down in Hamilton. But other than that, 9 wins for them. And Auckland United, of course, big club now, having merged Monihanga Sports and Three Kings United a few years ago now. Don't have to travel far up to Kiwitea Street, maybe even across to Kiwitea Street to play this game today. So there are the two captains. Ross Haviland, a very experienced player for Waitakere, Hawke's Bay, Eastern Suburbs in the New Zealand Premiership, now finding his home at Auckland United. And there's Cam Howison there. Played 15 games for the All Whites now. Debuted back in 2012 against El Salvador. Part of this very strong and very experienced Auckland City team. We touched on Ryan de Vries coming back. He's 30 years of age now, coming back from Ireland. And on the bench today, Emiliano Tade himself decided to nip overseas for a few years before coming back to New Zealand. He's on the bench today, Emiliano Tade, 34 years of age now. And Tade just playing the 6 games so far this season, but already scoring 5 goals. And there is de Vries there, number 11. Stalwart of this club. And Angus Kilcolly has been in very good form, 9 goals from 10 games. As we get set for kickoff now, Auckland United in the white and Auckland City in the blue. Referee Kelvin Berg is ready to get this round 11 clash underway, and we are underway here at Kiwitea Street, and you can see the pitch is in pretty good order as it always is here. And it's a real pleasure to be with you for this All Auckland derby today. Can Auckland United find a way to inflict Auckland City's first loss of the season? Won't be easy given the form that Auckland City have been in the last 6 weeks. As I touched on, averaging more than 4 goals a game they've been scoring, and they've been conceding very few. They've only conceded 1 goal in their last 5 games. In fact, going all the way back to the start of the season, they've only conceded 5 goals this season so far. And they've banged in 34. Incredible goal differential. But Auckland United, a far from the worst team in this competition. They will have to be at their very best today and take all their opportunities. And just to underline the experience that Auckland City have, even their 2 keepers, they have Connor Tracy, Cam Brown. There's, as we see Tracy playing the ball out now. Both of them are former underage representatives for New Zealand. Here is Howison. And Brotherton, another to have played more than 10 games for New Zealand. Sam Brotherton has extensive experience in England as well. 25 years of age, back home now, playing his football here at Auckland City. Yeah, shame Jose Figueira not here today. He would have enjoyed, relished the opportunity to coach the team in white against his former team, Auckland City. But not to be today, which is a little unfortunate. And Albert Riera seems to have done a very good job in taking over from Figuera. As we see Joe Lee, the former Phoenix player, now in possession. Good pickup for Auckland City, Joe Lee. North Shore last year. And he's been a good support player for the team in blue this season. Now here's Howison pinching this one. Nice little ball to Manikim there. And here's Lee again. And now Jordan Vale. Howison trying to find De Vries over there. Couldn't quite find him. Needed to be aware on defence there, Auckland United. Foul conceded by Cam Howison. So Auckland United will play it through Mendoza. Young team, Auckland United. Not as young as they could have been, though, but there are 3 teenagers all the way through their team today, including on the bench there with Bailey Gawn. I'm sure we'll see him coming on at some stage. So a couple of very good young players there, Mendoza and Gawn, and I know those two in particular have been kept a close eye on by New Zealand football, with New Zealand under-20 campaigns resuming again very soon. Here come Auckland United. That's Murati. You can see sneaking forward there was Raniga. So they get into the area now, and unfortunately no good connection there, and comfortably handled by Connor Tracy, the 25-year-old keeper. Here's Auckland City going to build from the back through Drake. He's come back to Auckland City from Eastern Suburbs. Vale, another Eastern Suburbs, former Eastern Suburbs player. Good depth in this Auckland City team, and incredible to think it. Anko Balanga, Christian Gray hovering and lurking in the backgrounds. Both of them, it's got some niggles at the moment, so not featuring in this game today. Mario Illich is another one.
Have you here? I just sent you a voice.
Very good depth at Auckland City. So we see Howison happy to utilise the services of Brotherton, and now Mitchell. Imagine Auckland City with a full-strength squad. Places, competition for places will be fierce. Nicely cut out and anticipated there, and here come Auckland United on the counter. Getting back to win the ball back again, though, is Ryan De Vries, and now Auckland City, who will again look to dominate possession. There's no secret to the way they play, and it looks like Albert Riera, even though he's a first-year coach at this club, is comfortable with just utilising what has made Auckland City so successful and powerful over the years in New Zealand football. See Riera retiring from playing before the start of last season, and had a season coaching at West Coast Rangers before being lured back here to Auckland City. What a player he was. Of course, 140 games I touched on for Auckland City, and 60-odd too for the Phoenix in the A-League back in the day. Now Manikim has just conceded the foul there. Den Hire winning that one, number 25. It's good pressure from Auckland United, just almost disrupting possession there, but and Auckland City able to move away. Good enthusiasm shown by that teenager. 2 teenagers out on the pitch today for Auckland United. Oliver Fay, there is number 10, and Mendoza. I touched on him earlier. Actually, there's 4 teenagers in this Auckland United lineup today. 2 on the bench. Drake tries to link up with De Vries, and now Howison is going to go direct, and that's a pretty decent ball. And Kilcolly, Auckland City's leading scorer of the season with 9 goals. It gets a touch. Perfect day for a crowd to come into here at Kiwitea Street. Good to see that stand over the far side. Pretty full. A poor pass that time from Drake, and it's cut out easily that time by Auckland United. And now a touch for Waite. United's keeper Ross Haviland. Good pressing coming from Auckland City, from Drake and also Kilcolly. Auckland United just almost trapped in their own Italy area there for a little while. Is in higher now. Good composure at the back here from Auckland United. Here's Haviland. Nicely controlled. Here's a chance for Raniga, who's just pushed forward from left back. Mendoza. Good ball from Hudson Wihongi. Nathan Lobo for Auckland City. And it's back in their possession. Yeah, I'm sure Te Arawhai, Hudson Wihongi and Michael Denhire will relish again the chance of going against their former team here. Hudson Wihongi in particular was here for some years, and Denhire was here for 2 or 3 before he went over to Europe in 2016. So they, I suspect, would have played together too here at Kiwitea Street. And here they are at marshalling the defensive combination here for their opponents today, Auckland United. Howison. Now Brotherton. And Kilcolly just couldn't get the control he was looking for on that occasion. So Auckland United win a throw-in. Haviland. Raniga back to Haviland, and now Hudson Wihongi. You can see Denhire actually just playing slightly ahead of him on that holding midfield position, and that one's slightly off target, so Murati can't catch up with that one. No chances yet in this first 11 minutes. But one thing's for certain, if Auckland United going to have any opportunity in this game, they're going to have to be super tight, watertight at the back. Lobo. Here's Drake. Howison. Nice movement this time from Auckland City. Here's Mitchell. Dylan Manikin for City. So holding the ball well here, the league leaders. United just happy to hold off, not press too much. Off the ball, though, they do come forward now, and putting a bit of pressure on Howison there was Oliver Fay. Bale looks for Kilcolly in the centre, can't find him. Hudson Wihongi got rid of it. Denhire looking for Redfern, and referee Berg's going to come back for an infringement on Michael Den Hire. So just a touch advantage played there by referee Berg. Kukali putting pressure on. It's Hudson Wihongi. And De Vries almost won that one. Yeah, good pressure. And now's a chance for counter from United. There's good play here. Coming in from Murati. Oh, it's hit the bar, and there is a miss from Oliver Fay. He just couldn't quite get the half volley nailed. There's a tough one. But excellent breakout there from United. And it was Murati who, look at that, check that out, thundered on the post, and Fay, it just bounced in front of him, and those ones are hard to get a really good connection. But if he'd got that on target, that might have been interesting. Here's Redfern, that's a good ball. Here's United sweeping forward again. Howison gets rid of it again, so a couple of nervous moments for Auckland City. And Auckland United now look to keep the pace up. So they counted really well there. The Auckland City going to have to watch their ball security. That was excellent play from Regi Murati. And he came within a whisker of opening the scoring, didn't he? Here's Mendoza. Or it's Raniga, rather. He's putting the pace on here. It's a decent ball to Redfern. Can't quite keep it in the field of play. But again, promising signs from Harsha Raniga that time. You can see these former Auckland City players are definitely pumped to perform well against their old side. And it looks like we just got a slight pause. Maybe a communication error or problem there, technical error with the audio equipment the referee is wearing, it looked like. Referee Berg. And this might suit Auckland City, this slight delay here, actually. United had good momentum there for a moment. And now, see, Auckland City will look to move out from the back again. That's a clever ball, like that play. Lobo, here's Kukali. Manikim, did he stay onside? Manikim, he's offside. Just didn't quite get the timing right there. See him sneaking through there, and yes, he was just in an offside position. Not by much, maybe half a metre to a metre. So a couple of half chances at both ends now of the pitch. But the game in the last couple of minutes has come alive nicely. And if that is replicated through the rest of the game, we're going to have a tight and exciting match here at Kiwitea Street. Round 11 action this is of the Northern League for 2022. Top of the table, Auckland City up against Auckland United, currently fourth. Ross Haviland. Now, Auckland City might argue that took a deflection off Auckland United. And it looks like referee Berg agrees with that one. Tracy. Good outlet pass that time. Nice ball being played over to Lee here on the right wing. So Auckland City have a throw-in in a potentially attacking position. Howison. Brotherton. Back he goes. Zambrano putting pressure on. Now Redfern will come all the way back. Now just hold that Defensive line for Tracy. Haviland. He's looking for a bit of movement, a bit more movement off the ball there, the skipper, I think. It's Hudson Wihongi. And that's nice control, and again a nice tantalising ball being played forward, and Lobo forced to defend there for Auckland City. Kilcully, and it's come off Hudson Wihongi, so it will be a Auckland City ball. 18 minutes played, no score in this game. Auckland City certainly not having it their own way in this game early on. And it looks like that ball might have gone out of play. So it's going to be Auckland United. Ball again. So far, Auckland United give themselves a good opportunity in this game. The two losses they've had were actually to the teams just above them on the table, Birkenhead and Melville. Birkenhead, they lost to 1-0 in round 1, and then lost to Melville in Hamilton 2-0 in round 8. So that was 3 weeks ago. So Auckland United have got points off all the teams they played that are below them on the table. And here's an opportunity again for them to swing forward. Nice ball from Fay. Here's a chance into the area again, and that one might have deflected away for a corner. No, it's a goal kick. Again, Auckland United getting some value attacking on that right-hand side. So pressure on Auckland City's left side defence there. Lobo over there as well. Now De Vries is racing through to get this one for Auckland City. He's dangerous with the ball at his feet. There's a beautiful ball to Manicum. And there's the first goal. Dylan Manicum scores for Auckland City. A wonderful pass from De Vries. And finished off superbly by Manicum. Check this ball out here. What a beauty. And Manicum. Oh, a lovely couple of touches there from Dylan Manicum. And Auckland City opened the scoring in the 19th minute. Manicum gets his 4th goal of the season. It's 1-0. And as they often do, Auckland City take their opportunities. They certainly haven't been maybe as dominant as they would have liked over those first 20 minutes. But at the end of the day, that was a beautifully taken goal. And what matters is putting the ball in the back of the net. So Manicum scores, and he scored last week 2 against Eastern Suburbs. And got goals 2 against Melville and Waiheke earlier on in the year. And there's a lovely touch from Redfern. Player goes down, play on. It's the call from referee Berg. It is still there for Auckland United. Plenty of blue jumpers there, though. Here's Raniga. He's making a good start to the game. Then Haida Mendoza. And now Auckland United go back. Backtracking a little bit here is Hudson Wihongi. Haviland looks to switch it over onto that right-hand side again. Still there for Auckland United. Manicum, good touch again. Some lovely deft touches to set up that goal, wasn't it, from Manicum before he tucked it away. So Mitchell, and here's Howison again. Brotherton being pressured by Stephen over there. Zambrano looking to come forward to put some pressure on. All the way back it goes to Connor Tracy. So Dylan Manikin scoring the goal in the 19th minute to give the home team the lead. Here comes Drake. Lobo continues his run. It's a good one. Nathan Lobo, plenty of pace and power, and Manikin was the target of the pass again, but it was well defended that time. Mitchell. Nice play again from Lee that time as Manikin finds space in the middle of the field again. Lobo gives his run to the byline, flicks it back and it's defended away. It's going to be a corner. Waite could have grabbed that one with both hands, but in the end, Hudson Wihongi, I think it was, took no risks and decided to get it out of there. So it's going to be the first corner of the game. Auckland City, Cam Howson in no hurry to take this one. Goes short to Manikin. Here's Howson again. Vale swings it in now. Nicely gathered there by, I think that was Brotherton who had stayed up there. And there were appeals for a handball. I think they mainly came from the crowd though. This is Brotherton. Ian Mitchell just playing their own game at the back, supported by Jordan Vale. And now they decide to move forward through Lee. Howison. Lobo and De Vries look to cook something up on that left flank again. Here's De Vries. Switching it over to Lee, nicely controlled. Manikin. Vale. Looking to flick it through. Might pick up the rebound here, Jordan Vale. Keep possession very well, Auckland City. So good at denying their opponents any time on the ball. And of course, if their opponents don't get time on the ball, they just don't score or have any chances to score. Simple mathematics. Howison. See how these players at the back are crucially important for Auckland City. Manikin. It's a good ball from Drake. Nathan Lobo again. Manikin drifts back to occupy that space nicely. De Vries looks for that little touch back to Manikin. Didn't pay off that time, but it was worth the try. Lobo, who's really getting some nice touches out on that left flank. Drake. And now here comes Howison again. Manikin's ball to Kulkoli was a beauty, but nicely defended that time from United. And here they are finally getting some possession. Been starved of the ball of late. It's good control from Fay here. And now here comes Mendoza. fact, it was Zambrano who gave up the ball, and in the end, their time on the ball again was brief. Zambrano coming forward again, and Redfern looking to put a bit of pressure on this time. Two strikers for Auckland United. Lovely ball and check to control out from Lee. Here's Manikim again. Manikim. Nicely saved by Waite. Still there though. Good work by the United keeper. That was a lovely pass to Lee, and he set that move alight with that gem of a ball to Manikim. It could have easily been 2-0 to Auckland City. Here's Mitchell. 4 games for New Zealand. Debut against Kenya, of all countries, back in 2018. A former New Zealand under-17 and 20s rep as well. Of course, we're building now to that World Cup qualifier, aren't we? That's not far away now. Less than 3 weeks. Big game coming up though for New Zealand football there, as we see Lobo bringing Reed Drake into the game. Nicely done by Den Hire that time to recognise that gap might have been looked for by Auckland City. And he intercepted it nicely. Haviland. And now Mac Waite. Pump it long for Stephen. Can't quite find it to Zambrano. Brotherton. So yes, a lot of touched on those teenagers in the yes, a good ball into Lobo. I touched on those teenagers in the 18, 19-year-olds in the Auckland United team. Well, there are a couple in that Auckland City team as well. Lobo, one of them, 19 years of age. Joe Lee. Ilham Hamidi on the bench today. All players that New Zealand football have got their eye on for an under-20s campaign soon. Here comes Manikim. Howison. This is Lobo again. Howison. Mitchell. Nicely done by De Vries. His touches have been superb. Here's Lobo. Hudson Wihongi gets in the road of that one, and he needed to for his side. And all the way back to Mitchell again. Beautiful control again. This is a very good Auckland City performance. So far, Lobo in space. Auckland United under pressure here. Murati is almost beaten it. There's the byline, but the pressure's going to stay on. Here's De Vries for Auckland City. Drake, they look to work up a 1-2. Can't come off this time. And it's going to be Auckland United ball. 13 minutes to play in this first half. Hopefully they can create something. They came close in the early stages, didn't they, when Rati hit the bar. Oh, how this game could have been different if that had gone in. But that's how it goes, doesn't it? Here's Waite. Well, that first touch wasn't his best, but managed to survive. Howison gets in the road there and wins the ball back. But for once, it didn't stay in Auckland City's possession for too long. And that's a nice touch from Mendoza. Here's a chance for United to sweep forward. Faye. Work up a 1-2 with Mendoza, and that one's cleanly won by Auckland City. So here comes City with a chance to counter through Joe Lee. Lobo settles it down for Howison. If you just joined the broadcast, Dylan Manikin was the goal scorer in the 19th minute for Auckland City. Finishing off a lovely pass to him from Ryan De Vries. Isn't it great to have Ryan De Vries back playing in New Zealand? Also, Emiliano Tade. Nicely won, almost won by Stephen. Here's De Vries. Waite. This outletting has got to be nice and accurate here. There's a lot of pressure off the ball here from Auckland City, and that's nicely done by Haviland. Really good composure and a good ball here to Faye. And good tackle coming in from Mitchell. Hudson Wihongi. Yeah, this is Howison. So Auckland City calming things down again. Very patient game they play. Some might say it's boring, but it's very, very effective, and it's very hard for the opposition team to break down. Manikin. Lee. Howison. Brotherton. As Auckland City look to switch over to the left-hand side. Well, Drake lost it. And here comes Auckland United with a chance. Redfern in the centre. Also pushing forward is Faye. And Faye the target of that pass. It didn't get through to him. Comfortably cut out by Jordan Vale. And now Howison back in control for Auckland City. Zambrano. Haviland. This is Te Arawhai Hudson Wihongi. Then Hire just tries to lob that over for Stephen. He's done well there, Will Stephen. And that might have come off an Auckland City player for a corner. It has. So first corner of the game for Auckland United. So important this corner's executed well. And going short to Zambrano. Almost found their head there. I think if Den Hire had stayed up. And it's another corner for United. Good defending that time from Adam Mitchell. Mannequin trying to clear it, and De Vries gets rid of it, just hacks it clear. So good sustained pressure from Auckland United. So they should be encouraged by what they've produced in the last 5 or so minutes. So they look to find a way to equalise and square this game up. Haviland. Mendoza. Play from Vale, who's stolen that one for Auckland City. Brotherton over to Lobo. Even though Lobo's playing at left back, he's playing. He's got very good attacking qualities for a left back, hasn't he? Good ball, good with the ball at his feet. Exciting prospect, the 19-year-old. Vale. Nicely won, and there's a good one-toucher over to Mendoza. Just can't quite keep it, or rather Oliver Fay couldn't quite keep it in the field of play. Fay, actually number 10 here for Auckland United. Spent a couple of months over in Scandinavia earlier in the year, trialling for a few teams over there. Didn't work out for him, but good to see the ambition coming through some of these younger players. Zambrano looking to put pressure here on Brotherton. Very composed fullback is Sam Brotherton. And Kulkali, well, that bounce has worked out pretty well for Angus Kulkali. Good defending there from Murati and from Hudson Wihongi. Win the throw-in. Quite a few former Waitakere players in this Auckland United team. From the old New Zealand Premiership, players like Haviland, Redfern, Murati's another. Raniga. Bit of depth on the bench too for Auckland United today. Andrew Blake and Matthew Conroy. 2 underage representatives for New Zealand. For Coach Dawkins to bring on today at some stage. I'm sure we'll see both of them at some point during the second half. There's Howison winning the ball back nicely there for Auckland City. Well, this could work out. That's a great ball to Mannequin. On his lonesome a little bit here, Dylan Mannequin, but there's Lee staying onside. It's going to allow valuable time, you'd think, for Auckland United to get back behind the ball. In fact, they've won the ball. So can they create something in these last 2 to 3 minutes of this first half? Ryan De Vries. Drake. It's Brotherton. Lobo again with that extra pace and the beautiful ball skills. However, he's lost the ball. It's a good challenge coming in from one of the other teenagers in the game. That's Will Mendoza. Did really well there, and now Den Higher. Mitchell with that touch, but Zambrano's picked up the loose ball. So Auckland United come back into the game nicely in these last 10 minutes. They were really struggling to get possession for a good chunk of this first half, through the middle stages in particular. But what they won't want to do is concede another before half-time here, as Manikim in space. Here's De Vries. De Vries just wide. Well, once again, Manikim, De Vries creating havoc. And, well, seen De Vries get plenty of those on target in the past, but not that time. So wait to restart play. Well, the more Auckland United can get their feet on the ball, the better it'll be. Clearly for them, there's nothing really complicated about that scenario. And as we've seen over the many years that Auckland City have been successful, the more time on the ball they get, just so solid, and so many games can't be topped. That's Drake trying for a longer pass this time, and De Vries wins the throw-in. So inside the last minute now of this first half. Howison, captain for the day. Captain's armband has been spread across 3 players so far this season for Auckland City. Mario Ilic, Angel Balanga, who is still playing. Incredible to think that he is still playing in this Auckland City team. Just injured today. And Howison, who takes over the leadership responsibilities today. So there'll be just a minute of added time in this first half. Stephen trying to keep possession for his team. Whoops, been turned over there by Hudson Wihongi. And here comes Manikim. It was turned over by Murati, and Zambrano's done really well to win it back. Looks like Auckland City quite happy just playing for half-time at the moment. And that is indeed the case as referee Berg blows his whistle. And there it is, the first 45 minutes all done here at Kiwitea Street. The 1 goal in the game so far came in the 19th minute for Dylan Manikim. His 4th goal of the season for Auckland City. And it is the league leaders, the home team, who lead at half-time 1-0. And we'll be back for the second half very shortly.
Auckland City would like to acknowledge the successes of its futsal program and the 2020-21 New Zealand footballers held earlier in the week. A massive congratulations to our Auckland City FC men's team for winning the futsal team of the year. Coach
Well, thanks for staying with us here at Kiwitea Street. Glenn Lama here with the call today on this round 11 clash in the New Zealand Football Northern League for 2022. Auckland United in the white, Auckland City, the home team, in the blue, unbeaten this year. And this was the first chance of the game. And Murati, well, he was so close to giving the visitors lead and Faye just couldn't get a good, clean connection on the rebound. And then Auckland City swept forward. That pass from Ryan de Vries to Mannequin beat Haviland, and Mannequin was good enough to slot it away for his fourth goal of the season. Auckland City led 1-0, and then Mannequin almost provided for de Vries to double the lead near the end of that first half, but in the end, Auckland United held on and conceded just the one goal. So still not beyond the realms of possibility that Auckland United could come back in this game. But they will need to make sure that everything is hunky-dory in this second half. No mistakes. Execution will need to be absolutely first class against this Auckland City team, who look as strong and as successful as ever. So here we go with the second half. And we are underway, and it's going to be Auckland City with the ball. So Auckland United, as I touched on, just trailing by 1-0, so certainly not beyond on the realms of possibility that they can find a way back in this game, particularly if they score first and early in this second half. So here come United sweeping forward here. Plenty of blue jumpers back though. Den Hire tries to keep the attack going. Mendoza out headed for the ball, and here comes Auckland City. Mannequin almost was able to move forward on that occasion. And in the end, Auckland United can cool the engines now with Hudson Wihongi. Well, they don't cool the engines for too long, do they? So just checking to see if there's been any substitutions in the second half. Don't look like there are any at the moment. If there are, we will bring them to you, of course. Brotherton. Mitchell plays it wide out for Jordan Vale. Lee, lovely touch. Now Mannequin running forward again here for Auckland City. Strong enough to stay on the ball. Mannequin, oh, nice work. Howison. Lobo, lovely pass from Howison. And De Vries. Drake, the combinations between all these Auckland City players is just really strong. And there's Howison trying to lob one over. Hudson Wihongi had to get creative with his clearance. And it's good control from young Mendoza. And now Zambrano for Auckland United. Hudson Wihongi against his former team. Nice authority in that pass over to Stephen. Good ball. Here's Murati making a run. And that's mishandled by Tracy. Then higher. In the end, Auckland City are able to clear the ball. Lobo. Here's Mannequin again, who's really having a strong match. And referee Berg is going to allow that challenge to go. And Zambrano, oh, he's pushed off the ball that time, and now he does concede the free kick. In fact, he doesn't. He wins the free kick. The referee Berg is not impressed with the reaction there of Howison, I think. Oh, fly on the wall for that conversation. Plenty of emotion there between referee Berg and Captain Howison. Then higher. Nice touch from Zambrano. And now Rigi Murati. And higher makes a run forward. Oh, this could counter here. Look at the pace from Joe Lee. And there was no foul. And look, the referee was right there. He was all over that one. And here come Auckland United. And there is a foul on the edge of the area. Mannequin protests his innocence, but there must have been a slight touch there. So Auckland United win a free kick, although they aren't kicking into the sun. So free kick here. And the referee will have that one taken again. So here comes the free kick again. Well, Tracy didn't catch the ball. He chose to fist it away. So it's still here for Haviland. That ball challenged Stephen, and he can't quite catch up to it. It's frustrating for the right winger, Will Stephen. So it's going to be Auckland City to survive. Manicum. Howison. So City, remember, have players like Alfie Rogers, Emiliano Tade to bring on, two hugely experienced players at this level. Auckland United too have a bit of depth on their bench with Andrew Blake, another former Auckland City player, noted defender, and Matthew Conroy, an exciting attacking player. He's only had a couple of games this season so far. Here comes Howison. Pushing forward. Howison. And Waite's got that one nicely for Auckland United. Yeah, looking forward to Conroy getting into the game. He's just returned from Sweden. Former New Zealand under-17, under-20 player. Hopefully we'll see him in the game soon. And Auckland United might need his attacking qualities if they are to find a way back in this game. Auckland City, remember, unbeaten this year, and Auckland United need a couple of goals and can't really afford to concede another, you'd think, to somehow inflict a loss and give themselves and other teams like Melville and Birkenhead the opportunity to cut that 7-point lead that Auckland City have at the top of the table at the moment. Howison, who's been controlling everything really well for Auckland City. That's a lovely ball. Lobo chasing that one through. De Vries looking to keep the attack going here. In the end, he misdirected that cross over to Kilcolly, who's been rather quiet up front for Auckland City today. Hasn't seen too many opportunities, Kilcolly. He's been their #1 goal scorer this season. Scored in 6 consecutive games. Angus Kilcolly. But didn't score last week. That run of 6 consecutive games scoring was broken last week. But, despite Kilcolly not scoring, Auckland City still won very comfortably 4-1 against Eastern Suburbs, who are having a tough season. Third to bottom at the moment, just 1 win from their 10 games. Not used to seeing Eastern Suburbs down at that end of the table in recent years. Here in the Northern League, Lobo's got it here. Well, Waite was caught out of position, but in the end, Lobo couldn't link up with Kilcolly and maybe a couple of other attacking players. So in the end, Auckland United survive, and here is going to be a substitution in the game. And looks like Will Stephen is coming out of the game, and on comes Matthew Conroy. There he is, number 11, part of that New Zealand under-20s team that got to the round of 16 at the 2019 under-20s World Cup. And on comes Ignacio Machuca as well. Nacho, they like to call him. The Chilean-born player. He's on there too. Another former Waitakere player. So he's come on. So a couple of subs there made by Coach Dawkins on the day. So Stephen and Mendoza are the two players who have been replaced for Auckland United. So let's see if these two midfielders can create something. Murati loves to come forward, run from the back here. Early ball, that might bounce in favour of Conroy. It didn't quite all for him. If it had, it might have been really interesting. Manicum again, lovely touch. He's having a very good game, Dylan Manicum. Capped, of course, by that goal in the 19th minute, the only goal of the game. But Auckland United giving good account of themselves in the second half so far. That's won by Howison. Here's Manicum again, using that excellent skill that he possesses. And not much of contact there, but it was enough. Referee Berg awards Auckland City a free kick. Well, it's probably too far out here. It's one of those distance-wise ones where it's difficult, isn't it? Not a lot of room to get an accurate cross onto an attacking player. Too far out to have a direct shot. So it's going to be Joe Lee, number 16, and Cam Howison over the ball here for Auckland City. Auckland United, just that two-man wall. And Howison didn't get a good connection. Cleared away by Redfern here. And Fay still on it here for Auckland City. And that's fallen for Lee. Kulkoli. Pressure from Rigi Murati. Nicely cleared by Mitchell, though. But he was hurried, wasn't he? So you can see the outcome there. Auckland United are able to win the ball back, although it wasn't in the end as decisive as you might have thought. And now the Nahai's just given the ball away to Manicum. Here's Reed, Drake for Auckland City. But some good tackling coming in, good defending from United. Now Zambrano in a bit of space. Well, that pass to Conroy wasn't on the money. For once, Manicum's dead ball skills not good enough on that occasion. Now, Zambrano has dropped back a little deeper in the pitch. And now Conroy chasing this one through, but Lobo comfortably marking him, and a goal kick for Auckland City. Lee almost getting it back in higher. That's good work. And he wins a free kick. Had to be strong on the ball there, Den Higher, and he was so. Now Zambrano, after that quickly taken free kick. And Zambrano just showing a bit of dissent there, and he gets a yellow card. Throwing the ball away. First yellow card of the game. Getting the yellow card in the 61st minute. It's his third yellow card of the season, Zambrano. Got one in round 2 and round 9. So no one in Auckland City has more cards than him now. Rati's got a couple, but Zambrano now 3 for the season. Kulkoli. So 16 minutes played, 17 minutes played in the second half. No change to the halftime score. Haviland and Hudson Wihongi. Conroy wide out, utilising the full width of this pitch. Good ball from Manicum. Lee racing onto this one. That's a good pass. Kilcolly looking to take that gap. In the end, that was good defending from Auckland United. They allowed him, almost sucked him into that gap there and then closed it and won the ball. Well done by the Auckland United defence. Some pretty wily campaigners back there for Auckland United, of course. Haviland, oh, that's a poor pass. Jumped on by De Vries. And De Vries has been fouled. And that might even get a card, yes. Second card of the game, that one to Oliver Fay. The 18-year-old. So foul right on the edge of the area this time, and this one's in a dangerous position. It's a second booking of the game. In fact, second booking in just 2 minutes for Auckland City. For Auckland United, rather. So let's see if they can execute this one. Didn't go so well last time, of course, with that free kick by Howison. So let's see if they can execute this one. So Howison it is. Oh, brilliant from Cam Howison! Free kicks don't get much better than that. Absolutely superb. Howison. This is going to look good on the replay. And White nowhere near that one. Beautifully taken. That's his third goal of the season, Cam Howison. And Auckland City looking good now. It's 2-0. Well, it's going to be hard now for Auckland United to come back into this game. And you've got to hand it to Auckland City. They have completed and executed those 2 goals superbly. And that's the thing in football. Sticking the ball in the back of the net is really all that matters. And they did that beautifully in the first half when Manicum completed that lovely pass off that lovely goal, tucking away beautifully, and then that dead ball set piece move from, or play from, Howison. Well, not really much else to say, but let the pictures tell a story. And here comes City again. Manicum looking to bring Vale into the game again. Here's Drake.
Good, Lobo!
Albert Riera still hasn't gone to his bench yet, by the way. Still the starting 11 out there for Auckland City as De Vries. Kilcolly can't trap that one. Oh, famous last words, there might be some more subs being made now. There is. Let's see who's coming into the game.
Substitution for Auckland City, number 10, Dylan Mannigan, who's replaced by number 15, Aidan Carey.
So Aidan Carey is coming on for Auckland City, the 20-year-old, former Auckland City youth team captain, coming on for his 8th game this season. Started in 4 of those games, scored 1 goal. And he came on as a sub last week too. And out of the game, Dylan Mannigan, what a great game he's had. So Aidan Carey, the youngster midfielder, coming into the game. So Aidan Carey, number 15, is on. He's wearing 15, and here's Lobo again. The Breeze. Also, just seeing the foreground there at the bottom left of your picture, Andrew Blake has come on too for Auckland United. So he's wearing 7. So third substitution made by coach of the day, Joe Dawkins, for Auckland United. Andrew Blake, a former Auckland City player, another one that's crossed over to Auckland United, followed the coach. And here's a chance. Oh boy, that was close call. A bit untidy in the back there from Auckland United. Andrew Blake following the former Auckland City coach, Jose Figueira, to Auckland United. Figueira not here today. Here's Auckland City. See if they continue their shape here. Kilcolly, the target of that cross. Redfern. Well, Redfern and Zambrano, 14 goals between them this season. They've not really had an opportunity to get into the game. This is the problem when you face Auckland City. The strikers really got to become very good players off the ball to put pressure on those Auckland City defenders when they knock it around at the back. It's not easy. Lobo again in space. Drake has that one knocked away by Redfern. That was good work from him. Now Fay, oops, he's had it lost by Carey. Good ball downfield here. And here's the Chilean, Machuca, on the ball. Redfern, he can't quite keep that in the field of play, and it is out for a goal kick. So 2-0 the score remains. Mannigan in the first half, Howison with that free kick in the second. Quickly taken. Here's Blake for Auckland United. Yeah, lots of blue jumpers there. It was 4 all around him on that occasion. So Howison comes away. Now Tracy, ooh, he looks a little indecisive, doesn't he? Now foul by behind there by Josh Redfern. So a glorious day weather-wise today in Auckland. Touched on autumnal days don't get any better. Just a gentle breeze, temperature around 19 degrees at the time of kickoff. It's dropped off a little bit now. But it's a beautiful day for football and good crowd in here too at Kiwitea Street today, with a few Auckland United supporters coming over from Kiwitea Park as well. Fantastic new facility there pretty much. So it's Auckland United really trying to establish themselves at this level. Now Blake, here's a chance for United. And Mitchell clears it away. Of course, they're one of the biggest clubs in all sport in New Zealand, really, Auckland United. But see if they can really kick on at this top level. Redfern still out there looking for spaces, and now then higher. He tried to find Redfern there, couldn't quite link up with him. And Lee has got it for Auckland City, and now Howison. Drake. Good pressure off the ball this time. Auckland United really throwing a bit more caution to the wind, hoping an error. And can be forced from this Auckland City team, and there you are. There is the error. Oh, someone's got to put the foot down here for United. Maybe it's going to be Chilean Chuka, who was trying to link up there with Redfern. Murati. Conroy. And that will be a corner. Good work by Auckland United to create that opportunity. So let's see if this can be executed. Well, Conroy didn't really unleash, maybe like he should have there. Here he is again, and no foul. Howison can tidy up. Playing advantage there, and a little messy as Auckland City tried to clear that one, but in the end, play on. Conroy for Auckland United. Nice touch. Here's a chance for Blake. But clean tackle by Mitchell, and Blake just concedes the free kick. Again, not too much contact as we saw Lobo go down there, but just enough for referee Berg to blow his whistle. Another sub, I think, is being made here. Let's just see. Yeah, looks like Joe Lee is coming off. I wonder if Tade's coming on. You get it. Yeah, there he is, number 20, Emiliano Tade. Another game for Auckland City for him. 34 years of age now. Tade is going to get 15 or so minutes here. And what a luxury it is to bring on someone like Emiliano Tade. He's still in great condition. And comfortably play the full 90 minutes. Yeah, I think I touched on it once earlier in the call. Just imagine when Auckland City, they have a full strength squad to pick from. I mean, as fully fit players. There's still a couple on the injured list. Once they get those back, there's going to be some fierce competition for places. Now here come United sweeping forward. Fay, that was good work from him. Just to cool the engines a touch. Now then higher. Switching over to the other side to Murati. Here's Blake. Conroy, nice touch. Murati. Murati, good run into the area, but well defended again by City. Good collie. Oh, Auckland United trailing 2-0. Certainly haven't played poorly at all. It's just been those two beautifully executed finishes from Auckland City. Other than that, you could argue that Auckland City have had the better of the game, but certainly haven't absolutely dominated it. There have been periods on the ball where Auckland United have certainly accounted for themselves pretty well. Of course, the chase for National League spots is going to start heating up as we move deeper into the season as well. And Auckland United will definitely feel like they're one of the teams in the hunt here. With the top four already 5 points clear of the fifth placed Hamilton Wanderers. Here's Conroy. Blake. Just a little bit too deep there for Oliver Fay. And that's going to be a free kick for Auckland City. Of course, it's a long league, this one. Each team plays each other twice, so almost at the halfway stage of the season. "22 games in the regular season, and then from there we'll go into the National League again in September, October. Good ball, what a cracking pass. Tade gets on it here for City. Defending from Murati, he would have defended Emiliano Tade a fair bit over the course of his time in the New Zealand Premiership and in this league. Murati's quite an experienced player now, debuted in the New Zealand Premiership all the way back in 2014. Tade looking to squeeze in between those two defenders. Here's Blake. Nice touch there from Keary. Here's Tade. And Keary, that's ricocheted off him. So it's going to be an Auckland United throw in. 10 minutes to play, 2-0. Mannequin the goal in the first half. Howison in the second. Have the home team hunting another win here. If they were to close it out, that will be their 10th win in a row in 2022. In fact, no, not their 10th, 6th. It'll be their 8th win in a row. That draw coming in round 3 against Hamilton Wanderers. Since round 4 onwards, they have been on absolute fire. Auckland City 4-0 against Waiheke in round 4, 7-1 against North Shore in round 5, 4-0 Bay Olympic. In round 6, here comes Conroy. Meantime, and Howison's a bit late with that challenge, and that will bring the yellow card out. So Howison gets a yellow card. in the 82nd minute. And there is the foul. Yeah, so it's touching on Bay Olympic. 4-0 in round number 6. 3-0 against Birkenhead, 3-0 Monaco, 4-0 against Western Springs, and then 4-1 against Eastern Suburbs last week. So there's the yellow card to Howison, his second of the season. Actually, comparatively, Auckland City have conceded very few cards this season. Auckland United 2, although they did have a niggly game, I'd probably call it, in round 8, where I think they picked up 4 or 5 in that one game. So here's a chance for Auckland United to get one back, and this is important with 7, 8 minutes to play. Ignacio Machuca is on the ball here. First season at Auckland United was at West Coast last year. Hudson Wihongi over it as well. It's going to be Hudson Wihongi. Not far away, just a little high. Ooh, wasn't far away, wasn't it? May have even just clipped the top of the crossbar. United sweeping or hoping for more opportunities. Can't find one there. Here's De Vries. Howison, good touch. And that allows Mitchell to just tidy up. You can see the pressing getting a little bit more aggressive now from Auckland United, and they need it to be because they need to get the ball back. It's well won by Haviland, who's pushing forward. Now Oliver May. Haviland again. Here's Blake. Conroy. Murati. Now Blake again. It's Haviland again. Trying to utilise that right-hand side through Murati. Really crossed this time, and it's jumped on by Conroy. Nice enthusiastic play from Matthew Conroy. And good control by Carey, and now here comes De Vries. Lovely switch of play. Tade, look out. Tade, right at the keeper. Tade again. Nice work by Waite. Maybe Auckland United may be caught short a little bit on that right flank that time as they look to push forward, try and get back into this contest with time against them. Vale. Auckland City still have the ball here. Brotherton. Very composed performance by the 25-year-old again, Sam Brotherton. And now all the way back to Tracy. Whoops, almost lost there by Cam Howison. Mitchell. Auckland City, I'm sure, will use the clock as their friend now. Soak up a bit of time. And that's exactly what they appear to be doing here. Brotherton quite happy knocking it around at the back there with his mate Mitchell. Now Auckland United do win the ball. Wow, isn't it funny that the first real chance in the game, which was Auckland United's hit the crossbar, remember, all the way back in the opening minutes. And really, as it's turned out, that's been Auckland United's best chance in the game. Radi hitting the crossbar. Tade. Yeah, for Auckland City. Howison. And Mitchell rightly asking, really, for Auckland United to come at him. Oh, again, it's been a stifling performance from Auckland City. Yeah, they just deny the other team the ball for long periods. And now Auckland United get another rare scrap here of possession. Can they make something of this one? Not to be from Blake on that occasion. Gary. Haviland and now Hudson Wihongi. No other option but to go long here. Conroy. Not even he can squeeze that one out for an opportunity. So 2 minutes to play. Auckland City closing in on another victory, which will be their 10th in 11 games this season. And again, reinforce their class here in the Northern League for 2022. Play just pauses for, I think, another substitution. Looks like Jordan Vale is coming off, number 14. Suspect Alfie Rogers might have come on. Yes, Alfie Rogers has come on. So Rogers just gets a couple of games here, a couple of minutes rather. Another very experienced Auckland City player. And with his club for several seasons now. And what a luxury Albert Riera has to bring on players like Rogers, Tade. And, you know, when they're fit, players like Christian Gray and Heiko Balanga, Mario Illich still lurking in the background. And they've got some really exciting youngsters mixed in too, like Kiri and Hamidi, who we haven't seen today. He's been on the bench. Lee coming through, remember, too, the 19-year-old now. And also Nathan Lobo. They do it well, Auckland City. They retain these experienced players whilst also developing a good half dozen youngsters who look more than capable of handling football at this level. And I think we've seen that well and truly once again today as we enter added time now. Suspect there'll be maybe 3 minutes of added time. Nice control from Kilcolly. He's had a quiet game. Can he finish with a flourish?
Keep it up there, keep it up there.
Lobo's been very good in this match. Under 17's representative for New Zealand at the 2019 World Cup in Brazil. And I tell you, the way he's going, he'll be heading to another World Cup with the New Zealand under 20s as well. Lobo, he looks more than useful. Plenty of energy down that left wing side. So an Auckland City corner here for Tade. Wait up for Auckland United. Mike couldn't catch up with that one for Auckland United. So just a couple of minutes to play. Auckland City will extend their lead at the top of the table, or at least preserve a 7-point lead, depending on how Melville gets on today. Melville playing Hamilton Wanderers in the Waikato Derby. They win that, they'll stay 7 points behind Auckland City in second place, it seems. So unless Auckland City can fashion up 2 goals here in this last couple of minutes of this game here. Howiston. Carey in space. Ryan De Vries switched over to the right-hand side now. Very accomplished player on either flank. Den Hire with an authoritative play for United. Fay can't keep the ball, and Auckland City have the chance to soak up the last remaining seconds of this game to seal another victory in the Northern League. Drake. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell once more. Howison. Again, very accomplished distribution again of the ball by Auckland City. Tade in space. Chance for him to run at Blake. Or Den Hire, rather it was, and he wins a free kick against his former teammate. Howison. Good to see the crowd sticking ear to the end. No doubt they'll be back into that very fine club rooms that is here at Kiwitea Street rather. Nice touch from Tade. Winding back the clock a little bit there. Tade! Oh. Taking a deflection. It's going to be a corner. Keeper Waite looked a little baffled with that decision by referee Berg, but referee Berg adamant there that that was a corner for Auckland City. So Emiliano Tade over to take this one. The old warhorse. Still looking in great nick, isn't he? Fit as a fiddle. Oh, dear, oh dear, there I talk him up there and he messes that last play up. Another win for Auckland City is confirmed here in the Northern League for 2022. And they have closed out a 2-0 win over Auckland United. 11 games played in the season now, 10 victories and 1 draw to this all-conquering Auckland City side. And here are the highlights of the game. Auckland United, this was actually the best chance of the game. Murati hitting the corner there, and then Fay not able to follow up the rebound. Early chance there between Kulkoli and Manikim. And here's the first goal of the game, De Vries. Pinpoint with that pass. Manikim, some lovely touches there, and he tucked that away really cleverly. Dylan Manikim giving Auckland City the lead by 1-0. That was after 19 minutes. Could have been 2-0 as Manikim flicked it back that time to De Vries. But he was wide, and it was 1-0 at half-time. And then Auckland City doubled their lead through that from Cam Howison. What a terrific goal that is from that free kick. Cam Howison. Chance here near the end for Hudson Wihongi for Auckland United, just going high. And then Tade not getting any angle on that shot as Auckland City hunted a third goal near the end of the game. So there we are, Auckland City here at Kiwitea Street. Too good for their crosstown rivals, Auckland United. Auckland City now have won 10 and drawn 1 this season. And Auckland United, not all is lost for them. They have, they will stay in 4th place after this game today. Their record now is 6 wins, 2 draws and 3 losses for the season. And, well, in fact, their 3 losses are all to the teams that are above them on the table. So there we are. Thanks for joining us here at Kiwitea Street today. We hope you enjoyed the game. Auckland City, too good for Auckland United, winning by 2 goals to 0.